My most important tip of this entire video. So important. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you want to find out more information about everything au pair, au pairing, traveling, being abroad, then click on that subscribe button down below. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. You are a real one. The positive comment for this week goes to Uyatolwa Mkonazi right here. Thank you so much for your positive comment. It's really nice to see that my subscribers from the start notice my growth, and it's really great that I have subscribers that started with me from like 0, 50, 100 and now realizing that hey, I've got 1,000. So that is amazing, and thank you so much Uyatolwa for your amazing positive comment. If you want to be featured in a positive comment, be sure to drop a positive comment down below. So this past weekend I asked you guys, what would you like to see this week? And au pair advice, or advice for new au pairs, was the winning one. So that's what we are going to talk about today. Now, I would just like to say that the information that I'm going to provide, the tips that I'm going to provide, come from a different perspective. Of course, I try to look at both perspectives, from host family side and au pair side. And of course, because I was an au pair, I side with au pairs. But this video, I'm being like general, giving general tips and telling you guys the general information. So yeah. Okay, so I wrote like, those are the tips, stuff that I wrote for this video. So I'm going to be looking down, reading down, and yeah. Okay, so the first advice, or the first tip that I have, is determine why you want to do the program. Determine why you want to become an au pair. Is it because you want a break from reality? Do you want a good experience? Do you want to learn English? Do you want to become independent? You need to figure out, why do you want to become an au pair? And your reasoning needs to be sufficient. It needs to be heavy. It needs to have depth. You cannot be like, oh, I want to become an au pair because, you know, I just want to live like some YouTuber lifestyle and be able to vlog all my experiences. Like, it's not going to work out for you if you have that kind of mindset. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy program. And I want you guys to understand that even though some of us, like me, I can have a great experience, even though I had a great experience, there were tough days and there were tough times where you feel like quitting and packing your bags and getting the fuck ASAP. But at the same time, your reasoning should be the one that keeps you going, that keeps you waking up in the morning, be like, okay, this is why I'm here, and it's heavy enough and it's sufficient enough to keep me here. You know what I mean? Talk to your loved ones about you becoming an au pair. You need to have your family support. I think it's very important when you're about to move abroad. I think anybody can agree with that, because you're on your own in another country and you need your family support when that homesickness hits you. You want your family to be on the other line talking to you and cheering you up. So make sure that you have their support, and they will support you either way. I feel like even if they don't support you in the beginning, at the end they will, because their baby, their daughter, their son is going abroad away from them. So yeah. Okay, this is so important. Like, it's so important. You need to search for an agency that suits your financial capabilities. There are so many agencies that charge high fees, okay? And one of them is aupairinamerica. It's the company that I used. And there's a reason why. They are a big company. They have lots of families. They have lots of au pairs. So they're gonna charge high because they are a reputable agency. There are 12 official agencies, so you need to research which 12 are these, because there is a lot of scammers out there that pretend that they are host families, and they approach au pairs and they're like, okay, this is the agency that we are with. Be careful, because that agency is not a legit agency. They just want to get money from you and they will scam you. the first time after my paperwork and everything was approved for me to start searching for families, or for families to start contacting me, I just was like, okay, let me go on Facebook and let me go try to see what I can find on Facebook, because most families do post on Facebook saying that they are looking for an au pair. And let me tell you guys, this family tried to scam me, and luckily my agent was good. I told my agency, I was like, hey, there's this family that wants to match with me. Can you just make sure, check their credentials, whatever. And she's like, no, stay away from them. They're a scam. They just want your money, and that's it. So it's very important for you guys to know which 12 official agencies are these, so that you are aware of what these scammers can do. And when they approach you, you just like, bye Felicia, okay? You need to understand what are you getting yourself into. I cannot stress this enough. I know that most au pairs portray this program really nice. There's a lot of people that portray it as it being nice, myself included, and I had a great experience, so I'm going to portray what I experienced. But there's a lot of people that portray it being so fantastic, being the best thing you can find on earth, and in reality they're just lying, and they're just like trying to brag or show other people that, hey, I'm living my best life abroad, and in the meantime they're really not. It's just a facade. So you need to understand what you're getting yourself into, and that's why I post videos, reasons not to become an au pair, and that's why I always encourage au pairs to go join Facebook groups, to go find horror stories, to go find what could go wrong, just to know. You cannot go in this thinking everything's going to go sunshine and roses and I'm going to be okay because there's an agency backing me up. Listen, these agencies can drop you like this, okay? Once you get there, you never hear from them. Not aupairinamerica though. But I'm just saying that you need to understand what you're getting yourself into. You never know what will happen. And that's why I'm saying find out, do your research, understand, okay? Talk to current au pairs, talk to former au pairs. Also, this is not a program to live your best life and travel. Yes, it is portraying that to people, but once you get there, trust me, it's not a program for you to live your best life and travel every single day, because that is not the case. You hardly even get time to travel depending on your schedule. I had a great schedule, and even if I have a great schedule, I do not have the bank to travel every single time. You need to save up for these travels, you know what I mean? And I don't know, these new au pairs, people, future au pairs, have this idea that your host family will pay for everything, for your flights when you travel alone. No, honey, it's paid by you. You need to save up and pay for everything, okay? So please do not be naive. Please do not believe everything and trust everything that you're being told, because that is not the case. Seriously, it's not. I know that they say that this is a cultural exchange, and I know that they say you are going to have the time of your life, but in reality, guys, you are there to work. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You are there to work 45 hours, take care of people's kids. That is the majority of families that join this program, is to find someone to take care of their kids. Most of them do not do it for the cultural exchange. So do not even think, okay, when you arrive there, it's going to be, ooh, South Africa merging with America, let's go. And the family is going to be always interested in your traditions and your culture and your holiday. No, they're only looking for someone to take care of their kids at a cheaper price, okay? So you need to understand that you're not going there to go live your best life. I cannot stress this enough, you guys. I cannot. Can you handle being away from your mom, your boyfriend, your dog, your friends? During orientation, there was a girl from Brazil. She was crying her eyes out. She was missing her mom. And guys, this was like the third day or the second day. And I was just like, okay, clearly she did not prepare herself for this, because there's going to be 365 days or 2 years where you're not going to see these people. So you need to prepare yourself. You need to understand that you have paid money, you have went through a process, you have done all of these things to get there, and then when you get there, you act this way. It don't make sense to me. The quicker you gather your documents, the quicker you'll be able to become an au pair. The quicker you get your license, the quicker you get police clearance, etc., etc., you will be on that plane. The quicker you do everything. And I guess the most important part is finding the right family for you, searching for your family. And I do have a video and I will link it up here. It is so important to find out what you can handle, what you cannot handle. Can you handle a vegan family? Can you handle a Christian family, a Jewish family, a Muslim family? There's so many factors you need to consider. And as I'm saying, I have a video and I will link it right there so you can go check it out. So important. I'm only talking about au pairs in this video, and I will talk about host families in another video. But I need au pairs, you guys, to be respectful to your host families in all aspects. Your work, their house, their rules. You need to remember that this is not a ticket to a vacation to live your best life. If you don't agree with what they say, it's easy for you to rematch, but rematch is another thing. So I need you to respect that, respect your schedule. If you are supposed to get there or start your shift at 7, be there at 7. If you're supposed to end your shift at a certain time, speak to your family. Okay, this is the time I finish my shift. Please be there on time. As I'm saying, I will have a video where I talk to host families too, because some host families do take advantage, because that just because you're staying at their house, they will arrive late or they will not respect the fact that you finish your shift at this time. I get that. But right now I'm talking to au pairs. Respect their house, you guys. Respect their rules. Respect their cars. Respect everything. These people, you know, they're allowing you to come into their house. The least you can do is just respect. Give them respect. And if they're not giving you respect, then, you know, that's a different topic. But at least from you, you are showing a side. You are being transparent and you are being respectful. If things aren't going well with your family, first, try to have a grown discussion about it. You are an adult. I know if you're fresh out of high school, you don't feel like an adult. You feel like, okay, they kind of have power over me, but do not let that thought cross your mind, because they don't. You are an adult. You need to speak up. You need to speak your feelings. You need to speak. You need to communicate. It's so important to communicate and solve it. If it's not solved, then you can rematch. You need to set boundaries with your family. It's so important, you guys. Set those boundaries. I know it's very difficult to set them, but you have to, because if you don't, then they can take advantage. Your time off is so important. You need to savor it. You need to use it to recharge your batteries, whether it's physically, emotionally, or spiritually. And what I mean by setting boundaries, it's so easy to just be like, okay, on a Saturday morning, it's fine. I can like feed the girls or I can play with them, but it's your time off. I know that you should have a difference between spending time and working. If you're spending time with them, it's easy for you to just leave the house. You can just play there around and just be like, okay, I'm gone. Some families do see that, okay, she's with the kids, so we can like go and have like breakfast with like Daniel and Jenny, and when we come back, she will be there, because I mean, she lives here. No, you need to set those boundaries. If you see that the family is trying to leave you with the kids, be like, y'all know that I'm off, right? Or something. It's so important to set boundaries. If you are not emotionally well, you need to speak to your host parents. You need to speak to your LCC. You need to speak to your friends. You need to speak to someone. My most important tip of this entire video, so important. If you do not like kids, if you do not like how they breathe, how they look, how they eat, etc., don't do this program. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not waste people's time. Do not waste your own time. Do not do it. I simply cannot understand people that try to do this program for other things, and like, don't do it. just don't do it, okay? Do not do it. You're spending 45 hours every single week with these kids. You are basically here for the kids. As much as you think you are here for travel, you are here for the kids 5 days a week. What I'm saying is, if you don't like kids, don't do it. Find out all the information that you can about this program, you guys. I always say that. I always say that to future au pairs. I always say that. And I would just like to say, I'll close off the video saying that as much as I am pro au pair, there are things that you need to consider. There is things that you need to keep in mind. You need to keep in mind that, okay, bad things could happen to me. I could match with the worst family ever, or this could happen to me, or it could happen to her, or whatever. You need to understand that that could happen to you. And that is why I always encourage au pairs to do their research. I am not going to do the research for you. There's plenty of information, videos, blogs, everything out there for you to find out. So I urge you to do that. I urge you to seek beyond the kingdom. Also, I just want you to have fun. If you are an au pair or you are going to become an au pair soon, have a blast. Have the best time of your life. It's gonna go by so quickly. It might seem as if it's going by slow in the moment, but when I look back, I can't believe that it's already over. And just have fun, make friends, try new things. It's so important to try new things, experience new things, and get out of your comfort zone. But I really do need you guys to take everything that I've just said into consideration, because we don't want to like waste our time and waste our money, you know. But anyways, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, comment down below, and of course subscribe if you are not subscribed. I thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week.